Hi guys, and welcome to our video for today, the 17th of June 2026. So let's go through my watch list, why isn't it, and how we're going to trade these stocks and what's happened so far for today. So we're going to look at the 5-minute time frame for some day trades, then we're going to 4-hour time frame for holding these stocks overnight into tomorrow morning for Thursday, and then also going to look on the daily time frame for potential swing trades so we can hold them longer than just tomorrow morning, potentially for a couple of days and maybe if we're lucky, a couple of weeks. So let's get right into it. Starting here on FTHM. So this one here, starting on the 5-minute time frame, we've sliced through 1.25 several times here, and the more times you go through a resistance, the weaker it becomes. Like this, as you can see, gone through it way too many times. So the next resistance above us, obviously right now, from where price is 1.25, but I don't have large trust in this, like I said, because the amount of times it's broken this level, it hasn't really fully respected it in the way that I like to, with a big move occurring as a result. And we've sliced through it many times here. So ultimately on this one, on the 5-minute time frame for a day trade, I'll be waiting for a 1-minute green candle close over 1.5 or a 2-3% push over 1.5 for an entry in this one, and I would expect it to run at least 8 to 10% from entry, so around 1.62 to 1.65 for the target. On this one it does look good, and that's for a day trade, and I wouldn't enter it at all if it didn't break 1.5. I would only enter it if it broke 1.5. However, looking at the downside and the adverse sense, when it's in my indicator zone, we can see that if we were to lose, well, we're currently beneath the Bollinger Band Center, so a 65% chance that we're now going to stay beneath 1.2 where this price point meets, and the bottom here is $1. So if we were to lose $1 in this, it would be a failed double bottom, so your bottom one there and your bottom two potentially here, which can also be strengthened by the 60 EMA steadily climbing up every 5 minutes, and if it were to lose $1, it would not only fail the double bottom, not only lose support, it would also fail the golden cross retest if it were to lose that 60 EMA, which is trending up every 5 minutes. So incredibly bearish if that were to happen, and that would not only apply for a day trade, it would be relevant on the 4-hour and daily time frame as well. So beneath $1, no good on this one. Anything holding it overnight, day trade, swing trade, anything. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame, and hopefully you can make some notes along so you know how to trade it properly with me. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, kind of contradicting a little bit. So a 4-hour green candle close over 1.25 by end of today or end of tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Should see us come and hit 1.5 once more. To be honest, there's not great room on this. Only around a 10-15% scalp from entry by the time it happens. So if that's something you are desperate to find, go ahead. But I think there'll be better options on this watch list, to be honest. So yeah, not looking the best risk reward and that FTHM for the 4-hour time frame, holding it overnight. So let's go to the daily time frame and maybe it tells us some more. And to be honest, it does tell us a little bit more. So we're currently on a large green candle because we pumped up for today, and we have the 200 simple moving average here at 1.17, and also the 200 EMA at $1. And we've basically built upon both of those thick white lines, and now the next barrier for us is 1.25. So a daily green candle close of 1.25 will probably see us go past 1.5 and into the next level of 1.8, and that comes to around a 35 to 40% move from entry. So I'd forget the 4-hour time frame and just stick to the daily time frame on this one, and just wait for a daily green candle close of 1.25, holding this for a couple of days. I'll say 2 to 4 days for it to hit 1.8 on this one. It looks quite good for those reasons explained. And remember, if it loses $1, obviously no good on this one. So use the daily, don't really use the 4-hour. The daily kind of overrides the 4-hour in this instance. So next we'll go to OBAI. So continuing from yesterday, and lots of volume in this one. So I mean, it's rounded up completely. So we traded this one yesterday. We entered on the 1.1 break, and then it halted straight away, and we sold around 1.3, which is nice. And now we've trended back up to 1.52, which is excellent. So you know, when it's a multi-day runner, typically it means the news is stronger because price is still bought up from the news, and there's still buyers in this to drive the price of stock and keep the price of stock higher. So in a strictly technical basis here, we can just measure the up thrust here of 1.52, draw a negative trend line like that, and then do the bottom like that to make a falling wedge pattern here. And similar to the previous stock, how we were flirting with breaking 1.25 several times, we've done it here on OBAI with 1.3. And the more times you break through resistance, the weaker it becomes. So we've wicked above it here, broke above it temporarily for around 25-30 minutes here. And yeah, I mean, we've broken down from it the exact same time as well, the exact same amount of times too. So looking at it now, I would ignore the 1.3 break and just look for the 1.5 break on this one, similar to the previous example. So yeah, I'll be waiting for 1.5 break on this for a day trade, again with an 8 to 10% first target, so 1.62 to 1.65. And if we were to lose 1.1 on this, not a dollar like the previous stock, just 1.1, we'll be failing the golden cross retest, the 60 EMA, the 1.1 support, and yeah, be coming down dramatically on this one, so probably towards the next moving averages here, which is like the 200 EMA, 200 MA around 0.8 to 0.9. So not looking great on that one, to be honest. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. It's dramatically coming down now, so maybe we find out in real time it's not applicable for a day trade. So the 4-hour, we need a 4-hour green candle close over 1.5 to hold this overnight, otherwise it's going to keep on trending down, and the first target would be $2 in this one. I have got 1.75, but what I'm going to do is to chalk another one in at $2, because the structure and the size of the candles suggest that it will get past 1.75 with ease. So 4-hour green candle close over 1.5, we'll see us hit $2 in this one for around a plus 25% move from entry, which isn't too bad, to be honest. You can make sure your stop loss matches on that one. So again, beneath 1.1 isn't applicable for a day trade. However, if you lose $1 completely, maybe just put a purple line in at $1. If we lose $1, no good for holding this overnight or a swing trade at all. And this stock is called OBAI. So I've marked it in there. I'm going to go to the daily time frame now and see what we need to hold this over a couple of days, or maybe even a couple of weeks if we're lucky. It's the same as the 4-hour, to be honest. Just daily green candle close over 1.5. We'll see us hit 2 as a first target. Then your second target can be the 60 EMA up here, which is like plus 55%, around 2.35 for the next level of the death cross retest on this one. So it looks good, but only if we get a daily or 4-hour green candle close over 1.5 on this one. Otherwise, wouldn't look to hold it overnight at all. So next, let's go to past OBAI and into YMAT, and this one here, right on support, looks quite good actually for a day trade. This one looks, I'll be watching this one over 0.8. Probably try and look to alert this one if it does break 0.8 for our anti-trading Discord. So in the falling wedge here, and what I like about this one is we've broken past 0.8 a few times, and it's not really been an issue with the fake outs. So these are fake outs here, not really building upon properly, but that's still plus 10%. Then you've got plus 17% here, and also obviously the up thrust, the high of day here, 0.95, which measures to around a plus 19% move also. So if this one can break 0.8, it suggests that it's going to run at least 10% based off the previous relationship with this stock and 0.8 here. So yeah, this one looks quite good. Keep on watch. And it's right near support, right near a bottom. So you've got 0.6 as a support level, and then also you've got the golden cross retest and all three moving averages here around 0.55. So the 60 EMA, 200 EMA, 200 MA. It's basically right at the bottom. So the risk to reward is great because you're buying at the bottom if you were to scale in around here. But if you want to wait for a breakout trade as a breakout and confirmation trader, that's what I'll be doing, waiting for the 0.8 break. But if you want to try reversal, your entry would be around here. Success rate is typically lower because you're buying at the bottom and it's not broken out yet, but obviously the gains can be larger as you're buying at the bottom. So if you were to lose these levels though, let's call it 0.53, so you can put in a little purple line at 0.53. If we were to lose 0.53, it would be done on this one for a day trade. I'm probably holding it overnight on the 4-hour, and also for a swing trade in the daily time frame as well. So that stock is called YMAT. Does look good. Lots of volume in this. It's like a typical afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Time onwards setup. The 4-hour again looks alright, so we can put this $1 level in a faint yellow. And the 4-hour green candle close over 0.8 should see us hit 1.2, to be honest, for around a 45 to 50% move. As you can see, 40 to 45% move. So it looks good. Basically because it'll be breaking upon the 0.8 resistance, which obviously is bullish, but also reclaiming the Bollinger Band Center and be 65% more likely to remain above 0.74 and above the 60 EMA, which actually has done a golden cross on the 4 hours. This one's got strength to a larger time frame as well. This could be a multi-day runner. I mean, it's technically already presented that, breaking up on the 13th, run up on the 11th, 13th, 29th of May. Now it's up today on the 17th of June. So maybe we'll come and retest these levels around 2.3 at some point. It does look good, but we've got to go one step at a time and just wait for a 4-hour green candle close over 0.8 on this to hold it overnight. Otherwise, I wouldn't hold it overnight because there'd be no confirmation of continuation to go up in price, and therefore I just expect it to consolidate, be choppy, and ultimately sideways or down, and it's not really worth my time if it goes sideways, and it's not worth my risk if it goes down. So it's kind of simple. So let's go to the daily time frame then, and we need probably a daily candle close over $1 to swing this for a decent period of time. I'll just go off the 4-hour because there's lots of moving averages here which are just getting in the way. So we've got the 60 EMA here around 0.66. We've got the 200 MA around 0.71. We've got resistance at 0.8. We've got the Bollinger Band Center at 0.83. We've got another resistance at 1. We've got another resistance at 1.1 with the 200 EMA. And another major resistance at 1.2. It's just too complicated. Too many barriers, too many restrictions, and price going up when you look at the daily time frame. So it just becomes too complicated in that sense. And if you want to go off the daily time frame, I'd wait for a daily green candle close over $1, and then it should hit 1.2. But again, that's only a 20% move. So I really would just focus on the 4-hour time frame on this one. Just a rare circumstance where the 4-hour overrides the daily time frame in terms of what's the strongest to go off here. And the main thing about trading is that you want to buy in strength. So we'll stick with the 4-hour time frame as it's the strongest one, in my opinion. So a 4-hour green candle close over 0.8 should see us hit 1.2 in the short term. So I'd ignore the daily for now until we get a daily green candle close over $1, and then we've got 1.2, and to be honest, you'll be focusing more on 1.5 hitting as well. So it looks good. It looks good, this one, YMAT. So this one could be a multi-day runner. I wouldn't be surprised to see this one shoot up by the end of this week or in the next 7 days. So by this time next week, so Wednesday the 24th of June. So keep this on watch, guys, and hopefully it all goes well for us. So it looks good. It looks good. So that's it for our watch list. So again, make sure you make some notes from this video, and if you want to trade them with us, this is how we're trading them. And yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you all later.